can't believe this. Another thing that's ripped off Persona 5. Red and Black.
What does the instruction manual say, Stefan? Does it say don't play this game?
No, the instruction manual is actually very helpful. It gives you a lot of helpful information, which I did not have.
Oh my God.
Because I totally bought this game.
Oh yeah, for sure, on real hardware.
Oh, for sure. You own a Virtual Boy.
My eyes already.
Welcome to Jack Bros, the best Shin Megami Tensei game that has ever been made for the Virtual Boy.
Oh my god, it's Jack Frost.
Oh shit, the one and only.
Jack Skelton, best boy.
Let me see what I got here. We got me, Stefan. We got Chris Mykonos fan. We got Catherine. We got Caro Taro. And we got the fourth Jack Bro, Jack.
It's true.
Fuck yeah.
So this motley crew is your family, huh?
Just like an Olive Garden.
Okay, fairies come to play with the children. I don't think anyone would want Jack Skelton, aka Jack the Ripper, to play with their children.
A very neglectful parent.
Okay, I gotta say already, this is pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, the
maybe I'm
sprite
just
works
being
great.
an apologist,
Yeah.
but like this sort of sprite, like multi-tone thing is actually surprisingly better looking than I expected.
I just wish it wasn't red. Like
Yes.
the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
I don't
If
know
it was
if I
gr-
could even look at this the whole time.
If it was grayscale, it would be so fine. Does anyone
Yeah.
know why the Virtual Boy is like awful red?
It's supposed to be like a cost-cutting measure thing of like, red and black is an easy thing to do for to get that 3D effect while like just cutting around like money and stuff. Because if you had different colors, then it's like, that's more effort. Although, I mean, emulators, you can change, like, with the right emulator, you could change this color to anything you want. I just wanted to keep it red because it's funnier that way.
And you're playing on original hardware.
Of course,
Yeah, that too. Oh, obviously that too. Yeah.
Right now, as we're speaking.
I have a very high-quality 4K camera attached to this. But, like, no,
You
honestly...
recorded it with your eyeballs. You just hook your eyeballs up to a hot dog. You just have
Virtual reality.
Yeah, you have a USB port in the back
you
of your
just
neck.
plug it into your USB port.
Collect all the keys you find.
Damn, Matrix.
When the goal appears, jump down from there. The only enemy here is slime.
I have to say that honestly, if it again, other than the whole thing of the Virtual Boy, this is honestly a really fun game. Like, I legitimately, like, because you're gonna see, I played through this with like all the characters, so I played this game like a lot in a row, and it's like once you get the hang of it, it's just a really solid, fun dungeon crawler of just like, the levels are like just they're like simply designed to a way, but they have like some cool puzzles to deal with. It's like, like this and Wario Land are, I would say, genuinely, like, if these were on the Game Boy Color, like, I would be like, these are, like, great games. And it's just like, you just gotta have to ignore that this is the Virtual Boy, and it's like, then, ignore that one thing, and then you're golden.
Huh. This actually makes me think... Jack, do you remember when I was playing Nocturne on Discord and playing Puzzle Boy?
Yes.
It reminds me of Puzzle Boy.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like, but Puzzle Boy didn't give me headaches because it looked terrible. It just gave me headaches.
Because it was bad.
Because it was some of them were so hard, and you had to do it all in one go if you wanted the reward. And there were like 30 levels.
Wait, so is Puzzle Boy in Nocturne? Or...
It's like a mini game in Nocturne. There's like an
Okay.
arcade console you can find with like a kid. And the kid's like, I bet you can't beat this awesome game. And if you beat the game, you get a thing.
Awesome game!
It's about on par with the voice acting in that game.
Yeah.
Just remember Hellbiker. Does someone have a menorah for me?
Oh shit! Here we go. Someone have
There's
a
the
menorah
bastard right
for
now.
me. So good. What a classic.
Beautiful.
the way the way the game works, that you got like you have basically 6 like main like sections of level, like 6 areas that you go through, and each area has a set amount of floors that you traverse down. You're constantly going downwards, and like through every area, like you have your own like separate like section of levels, like, and you have the 3 different characters you can play at. Like right now I just played as Jack Frost, and now I'm playing as Jack-o'-lantern, or just Jack Lantern as he's called in here. And all 3 of them
Go ahead. I think you're going to answer my question.
All 3 characters do have like, they have difference like in how they play. So it's like Jack Frost, he has like a rapid like fire, like you hold down the fire button and he rapidly shoots out, but his shots are pretty weak. Jack-o'-lantern can only shoot out a couple shots at a time, but they're also significantly stronger than Jack Frost's are. And then you'll see later, Jack Skellington, he doesn't have a fire one. He just has his sword, but the sword is like really strong and can like one-hit enemies. So it's definitely a thing of like, oh, it's like you can't shoot from afar, but like you basically walk up to an enemy and they immediately die. It's like Jack Frost, you think Jack Frost would be like, oh, the best choice because he has the rapid fire, but it's like, honestly, he's probably like the hard mode of the game, because so many certain enemies like take so much more hits to attack, so it's like you end up like taking so much more damage, and like whenever you don't have a health bar, instead whenever you take damage you lose time, and the more time you lose, once you get to 0, then you got to do the whole area again.
We love that, right, Jack?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the first time I played the game, I did like struggle a lot because I didn't really figure basically because I didn't realize that Jack Frost was significantly worse than everybody. Like, you really need to know how the game is designed in order to like handle Jack Frost. But like if you play with Skeleton and Lantern, then yeah, you're pretty much good.
What do the stars in the bottom left corner mean?
Those are a special attack. If you press, I forget what one of the trigger buttons. Yeah, so you collect like just the stars are just like around, like you'll like find them from either like just on the battle, like on the map, or by killing an enemy, and then you get like you press the button and you'll do like basically it's normally like a screen nuke when you have like a bunch of enemies on screen, and then but I pretty much only use it for boss fights, and then they take out a bunch of health.
Whoa! You got the invincibility candy?
Oh shit, Kirby.
It's literally just like Kirby, what the fuck?
Jack Bro stealing yet again.
It's pretty in character though, for him to steal stuff.
That's true. He's saying here to the hole, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Are there like level up mechanics here, or is it kind of what you see is what you get?
No, it's pretty much just, you pick your character and you use that character for like the whole time. It's like a lot of it is very much because like you have to like, if you know like how the level's designed, then you can pretty like quickly get through everything. Like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But it's like on your first time, like because of the whole like the way the time works is that you don't really have a lot of like time to explore. You just kind of have to figure it out quickly, and then be careful with the enemies, because then if you don't really know how to deal with the enemies, you'll get hit, and then you'll die, and then you gotta do the whole area again.
Oh, now we have Pokemon strength boulder pushing puzzles too. Nice. Always fun. You'll be attacked by Snake.
Oh man, a fate worse than death.
The giant like red on black skull just makes me think like I've got ransomware on my computer now.
You got a virus.
Stefan gave us ransomware, god damn it.
Not again.
I may have zoned out
during... When did the Virtual
during...
Boy come out?
95? 94? It's in the mid-90s.
No, 95, because it's supposed to be the filler before the N64 in 96.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Jack Bros was a launch title.
Hell yeah,
and the first SMT game to come to America.
That is correct.
Really?
What a legacy.
SMT. Yeah, it's my boy Jack Ripper. So
the best character to play in the game.
Couple games. he's in Shin Megami Tensei 4, which is the first one I played, where he's not that good. None of them are that good, but he's cute and he's got a knife.
Yeah, I want to get the SMT experts in here because I'm like, yeah, I like barely know anything, so I'm like, okay, I know slime. That's about it. So it's like, oh, I know like most of these things are like demon, like they are like the demons and stuff from the other games. So it's like, oh, I wonder like, oh, like what, like who, like each of the exact, like I assumed like the bosses that you fight are also demons in other games. It's just I wasn't sure exactly like what they were.
Yeah, Lammy is a demon that's pretty common. That's like the lady with a snake tail. And then I didn't catch who the second one, that was ransomware.
I think
that was the boss.
It's
just
skull with the snake in it.
Yeah,
I don't remember what he's called.
It's WannaCry.
Oh, okay.
You have to pay in Bitcoin to make it go away.
Oh shit! This is the original Bitcoin miner.
What is that? What is the D-pad that she's talking about do stuff?
Oh, so you know how on the Virtual Boy has 2 D-pads?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
The more the merrier. So what happens is that the left one you moves, and the right D-pad basically is like you're strafing. So it's like if you're moving left and you press right on the second D-pad, you shoot like behind you. So it's like it's that kind of thing. So it's like you do that. Like it's pretty much because I didn't realize that like at first. So I was like trying to just normally like shoot regular with the A button, and I was like, how am I able to like do this and move around? Because I constantly kept getting hit, and then I realized I got to that point, and it was like, oh, I'm supposed to use the second D-pad in order to like basically strafe, and it's like, oh, this is much easier. It's like, this is why I needed the instruction manual. It would have told me.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, some of these stuff are like possible. Like some of these, I'm not sure what demon they're supposed to be because this is partly like old ass translation. Like I don't know who the fuck Mystic Morgan is supposed to be. I'd have to look it up. Furin, I think that's a demon I know, but like Goblin is obviously like a demon that's in SMT pretty commonly. Yeah, some of these also suffer from what is that name?
Who's the night demon name? Like what's the name of that the night demon is?
Belith and Eligor maybe are the ones.
Okay, I think Eligor. No, just because I know that because what's his yeah the night guy in Persona 5 gave me so much shit the first time I played the game that I still have PTSD from seeing him. So I'm like, fuck that guy.
I think the cat might be that might be Nekomata.
Oh,
Poltergeist!
Yeah.
I fucking love Poltergeist. Oh, he looks
he's so cute.
happy.
Oh, he needs a little chair.
They're basically like, the poltergeists are like the special things. Like if you get them, you get like a huge time bonus.
Oh, sweet.
So it's like you basically have to chase them around the map and like corner them, and then once you corner them, you kill them, and then you get like a shitload of time.
So, is it what? I've never looked at a Virtual Boy game for this long. Is the frame rate weird, or is it just like my eyes?
The frame rate it's partially my recording because the recording like with like because when I played it was like running fairly smoothly. It's just the recording plus the mucked up the frame rate a lot.
I just wasn't sure how
curious
much of it
that.
looking weird and making my eyes feel funny was because of it being Virtual Boy and because whether the game had a frame rate issue or whether it was your absolutely legitimate hardware had an issue.
Yeah, like there are like really like I mean I had you like for the what do you call it? Yeah, so there's a special move.
He just threw knives everywhere. That's pretty cool.
Gosh.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, wow, it's
this is hard to look at right now.
You're giving me a headache.
Oh
yeah,
no, my eyes.
Yeah, it feels like with Jack Ripper would be hard like for boss fights, but like because his knife does so much damage, it ends up being much easier than say using Jack Frost because his shots are so weak.
Oh yeah, because the bats just walk into the knife and they're dead, right?
Yeah, they just have like, I think the bats take like 2 or 3 hits of the regular of Jack Frost, so it's much more trouble. Yeah, it's basically hard. Yeah, this is basically like easy mode. Thing is medium. Lantern is medium, and Frost is hard. And then after you beat the game and with certain requirements, you get a code to unlock Pixie, which Pixie is basically is basically just like kind of like a slightly harder version of Lantern.
Is she like better in Lantern in terms of like power, or is it just like?
It's like it's like a harder version to deal with than Lantern.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
she's faster, but she shoots less. She only shoots like 1 at a time rather than Lantern's 3 at a time. But the shots are the same like power.
Gotcha.
And
I just feel like we're praying.
Yeah.
one pray, one respect.
You all don't?
You got Jesus on your phone?
And got Jesus on speed dial.
If God called, would you answer?
No.
No. Send that bitch to voicemail.
Yeah, like everyone else.
What if you went to heaven, but God said you missed 5 boxes?
Then they just fall on top of my head.
Boom, boom, boom. And you go out.
We should just leave this part in.
Put it at the end.